No, it wasn't me. Is I made a stream and then it didn't. Hi! Welcome to my tube. My name's Margie. I'm Hilkin Pat. And I just like having these little talks about how I feel about things. And Mom too. Want to say hi, Mom?
Mom.
She always hi. Wave. I get the wave from her. Hi. All one motion now. Hi. Try to do it without waving. You bet you can't anyway. So we were just having some pretty cool conversations, and I don't know if this stream is working or not. I'm just gonna keep talking and we'll see. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Well, what happened was what? What happened is I set up one stream, and then it didn't like propagate. It didn't create the screen. It's the stream, which it does from time to time because technology is fallible. Programmers are freaking all Adderall. So it didn't come up. So I made a second one, and then when I went to a different window, both of them were there. It just I stopped one, deleted it, and started this other, but it's not working right now. So I'm gonna end the stream. It says live 57 seconds though. See, every time they update, so nothing ever works because they're constantly breaking their own shit by updating it all the time.
By doing that, you have to buy more.
You gotta just get latest and greatest, Ma. Latest and greatest. Let's see here. You know what? I can look on my YouTube channel, on my tube, I can look at my tinier tube from my tube and to see if I'm live. That's what I can do. Live. It says I'm live. Hey, there I am. Hi, Spirit Tree Revival. Huh? That is the name that this person has designated for themselves to be known on the tubes. Spirit Tree Revival. Hola. So, Mom and I we're having some pretty cool conversations. Now that I know that I'm live, I'm buffering all over the place. But that's cool. There's in case people don't know, there is a meteor shower tonight. The Linoid meteor shower peaks tonight with up to 15. Yeah, I didn't even pronounce it right. I don't give a fuck. Tonight with up to 15 shooting stars per hour. So if you need to make some wishes, I guess today is the day to fucking do it. I took Luna out for a stroll in the stars about a half hour ago. I didn't see any. I did see Mars, and I got a picture of Mars though. Yep, it's clear. You can see it with your naked eye. You always have. They just didn't want us to know ever until they figured out how they could profit from it or appropriate funds, absorbance. I call them resource hall. I'm sitting down here. I got all the DOGs. We got Tucker Gimpy here at his shoulder, has a cut on his paw. He just celebrated. We just 14th. We observed that was his 10th birthday. On Tata, on Papa's. You're my sweeter baby man. I love you so much. He's my baby. And then that's a big face Benny with the dinosaur belly. Is that Margie don't talk about Benny when Benny's asleep and not to be able to benefit Benny. Margie don't do it to be rough with Benny. He's such a good boy. And then we got Artie Pants. Artie Pants. He got the same zigzag that Benny got. Tucker has it a little bit more exasperated. More. His is a little wonky because he's my wonky little guy. He's my puppy mill. He was rescued from a puppy mill that the freaking USDA shut down in Missouri. He's been through a lot. So I try, man. Animals are a lifetime commitment to me. They're my family. And then Lunatic down there, Luna, she get crazy with the Muna. She, we're all just like little broken pieces that fit to make this Margie and Mom's menagerie. And then Stanley's in the next room. He's over there. So we're hanging out. Mom was just like, did the room just get smaller? It feels like the room just got smaller. I'm like, Mom, timeline shift. I'll be sure to announce that. Timeline shift. So Mom recognizes she's been at this spiritual stuff a lot longer than me, man. She was born 1950. 28th of November. I'm trying to get Ma her own house for her birthday for her 70th, but that we don't got to move from no more, and we can just all be lazy and dirty pigs, huh? If we want, huh? Tut. Huh? No, neat and tidy. Cleanliness is next to godliness. I don't have the energy to maintain things that I want sometimes. But I get it caught up. I get her done. I get it handled tough. So Mom and I were having some cool conversations, and I wanted to share. And hi Thomas. Thanks for hanging. And one of the things was a lot of like what we're seeing in the world is ancestral baggage, the same story being played out, and freaking it's time for a new story. And people like me are storytellers, and I tell my story as Heyoka, as how I think that things could be and how I think they've been, and because I'm such a backwards thinker, it makes me a forward thinker. And I have a lot of life experience. I do. And a lot of people that are even in charge in positions of authority that they've deemed themselves, they don't have a lot of life experience. And when people don't have a lot of life experience, it gives them lack of scope. So it makes oftentimes the people get in positions of these authorities, they're very linear they think linearly, like one way, as if there's an outcome. But they don't understand that for every human incarnate on this earth, there is a version of this earth. And so they need to make an earth more accommodating for more of the people on it, not less. And it's this whole storyline that's coming out of the controller and the controllee. I mean, I feel like I live in, my body feels like it, because on my dad's side, we the Germans, man. We the Germans, the hard, harsh, get it done, that is in my DNA on that side. At the other side, the nonsense. The no nonsense, right. But the other side, I got native to America. So people, their bloodlines are like having these inner conflicts of control, freedom, because Mom's Native American, freedom. No borders, except there's territories, but less of this control stuff, and you don't have to pay for water and stuff that you need to basically survive, and all this. There's a way that Turtle Island was meant to be before the controller and the controllee came to be and to exist so prominently. And now people are having inner conflict, but once they start recognizing, Artie's verifying because he's dreaming, I'm getting kicked in the leg. Got a little leg twitch here. I was explaining to Mom. I said, Mom, there's this thing, this karma that generation after generation it passes down from and Grandpa, and I know a little bit before. I know there's a book about the Hezzigs out there. I know it derives from Hezzig, Hezzik. I know the part of Germany that it comes from, and I know all the evil stuff that a lot of bad German people have done. But then when they came over here, my recollection is Grandpa was a mean guy because he was a drunk. But see, I'm a drunk too. I got that from him. Because you never wanted to drink. You never had the desire, the craving, or propensity to even care to drink. You never did. I saw you drunk maybe 2 times in my life, and if you don't wear it, you don't like it. You never like to alter your state of consciousness. And I think it's because you had so many surgeries when you were a young kid that you didn't like going to sleep and waking up and stuff like that. The anesthesia and the medicine you feel is my interpretation of that. Anyway, but Grandpa was a drinker, and then he took that shit out on my dad, and then my dad took his anger and hurt out on me. And see, yeah, that's what those karmic wounds do, is they pass on. Now, the way I can rectify and I can heal that whole family line, or whole forever and ever back, from all the generations that the Hezekiah's fathers were dicks to the Hezekiah sons, and then it made it hard for the daughters and this is everybody's story. This isn't just my story. You got to look at your own lineage. Need a pillow, Poss? Your own lineage to verify yourself, but this is kind of an idea of how you can do it. Something fell out of my pocket. So, if I can die sober, I can heal that family curse, so to speak, with that family brokenness. See? Does that make sense? So if I can die sober from alcohol, because the only medicine I use is flour. I can't use pharmaceuticals. My body is too sensitive. I can't, and Mom's the same way, and my father is very sensitive. I don't know what he's up to today, but I know when his mom died, his bottle of Jack Daniels was right next to his cereal, and I bet the cereal had more contents in it than the Jack Daniels. But, and I love alcohol. That's the thing. People like me, we freaking love it, because that. Well, like when Papa would give me a drink of his beer, I remember I bought a beer for a dime. I found a dime when I was like 2, and Dan gave it to me, but he said the deal was I get the first drink, and he drank it all the way down to the there was nothing left. He drank the beer. I got the yeah. I got punked it too. Punked. I got chumped. I got duped. I fell for it. I've been falling for it my whole life. That's how I learned a lot about people, because the people who freaking like to trip people up, and then I fall for it. It is. That's why I've learned so many lessons, because I've freaking been screwed over so many times, I've screwed other people over too. Not intentionally, but I've left them in a bad way that would that's why it's important to make amends and to go back and make things right, because that's karma that you're incurring. Yeah. That's why it's like, I'm going to try, even with, I don't want to burn any bridges anywhere anymore. That's another thing Mom and I are talking about, is that I don't get to get mad anymore. And with my placements, man, well, sometimes I choose to get mad. That's the thing. That's my natural. I'm Aries Sun. I'm Scorpio Moon. I'm Cancer rising. I am full spectrum as far as emotions, and I'm very, very good at articulating those given the opportunity. But I heard ever since, there was a couple months before we left Oregon, and I was getting tripped up. I was getting mad about some bullshit in the backyard, about stuff that I don't have any control over, that I'm powerless over. And pretty girl. And I heard I heard the voice of God, and it declared, it was a declaration that vengeance is mine. And yeah, that's what it said. That's what this voice. As I interpreted it as the voice of God. It was the Lord that saith it. He didn't have to say, "Saith the Lord." I knew by the declaration. Because I was getting mad about stuff, and that's the thing, because with my energy field, I get so sensitive. When I get mad, shit breaks. it's ever since I've been a little kid, it's like my energy has to expel someplace. So I'm like a little energetic, like girl freaking Hulk that because stuff just happens. So I can't get mad.
Really? I mean,
And plus it freaking shorts me out.
Did it happen just because you think about it?
What? No, I don't have any intention. But when I get mad, something breaks. And it's not intentional. It's just that's how energy is. Anger has an energy, it has a frequency. And mine comes out like I go through a lot of light bulbs and stuff like that.
Did you break them?
No, they just go out because I have so much electric charge in my energy field.
So you're around.
I short shit out.
Wow. Just by your presence.
Yes, I'm that person that every transaction the freaking shit goes wonky. I'm sorry, my system's slow. Yeah. I hear it every time. It's not even occasionally anymore. But now I don't go out that much, so it's not, I don't got to deal with it as much. But when are they going to make a world for us electrics? You know, see, they have all, I was watching John Levi. I love his content.
Is he an older man?
No, and he has, he has a cool voice too, and he just released a video yesterday, about a freaking city. I just go watch it. Just go watch his stuff. I don't know. It's not my story to tell, but we have the modern tech. You know, it's just only a very small percentage of people are allowed to play with it. They're because they're keeping it in the further beta forever until freaking mass population. See, that's the thing is there ain't as many. Hi, Benny. It's okay, Marge. You're getting excited. Marge said, Benny said, relax, Margie. Come here, good boy. Oh. So what else was I? No, I wanted to. There were points that I was going to make in the talk, and I didn't make notes about healing the family karma. And people, and that's the thing is like when people are stuck in tradition. People are so stuck in tradition and doing things that they've always been done because they were told to do it, and they really need to figure out that we're freaking autonomous spirits and we have free will, and you don't got to do a bunch of nasty freaking junk just because somebody told you to, you know. And if people, there's so many people that are really got used to living on nothing. So if you really, so if more people become poor, hey, we're here to help soften the blow for you, because you don't need much to live a joyful, peaceful life. Mostly, you need a power outside yourself to believe in. Mind, God. That's what I call mind, God. Mom, what's your outside source called? You don't have a God?
I don't have a God.
Oh, that's what I call mine, God. What's yours? God? Okay. it's Mom's up kind of late, actually. No, actually, she's been staying up later than me. I'm like, go to bed at 8:30. Like, Mom, I gotta go lay down. I can't. I'm tired. No, I'll come back and she'll still be up at like 10:30 watching Longmire. She gets it's your astrology right now because it's almost your solar return, so it's like birth. Every year is a new birth. When did they do when you were born? Birthday, since you're almost 70. The 28th. She'll be 70. She walks by the mirror. She's like, Margie, who is that woman in the mirror? I'm like, she's a pretty cute little lady if you ask me. We have a lot of fun, that's the thing. All we need is a little trailer hat tree too. But that's the thing, people don't need so much. So I know that the freaking world markets are about to freaking
Why is it crap?
they're because the control freaks, Mom. They've been living for the Luciferi. They've been living for Satan. They've been living for control. They've been living for fear. They've been living for not godly things. So the hourglass has to flip over, and karma's about to freaking catch up with a lot of people, because you don't get to be at top. Nothing stays on top forever. That's energy moves in waves, and people can ride the wave, they can. But if they're freaking incurring negative karma while riding that wave, no, it don't. It always catches up. We're only on this planet about, God willing. I don't know. I think I'm going with Mom. She'll probably live, I don't know, she's healthy. I mean, I don't know, but my body is not as happy as hers. So we'll see. I know I just did too much. I had too much to prove. I had short man syndrome in a freaking girl's body. I had never had penis envy. They're stupid. I never freaking. When people are like, you have penis envy, they're like, no, I have the envy of the benefits that fucking lazy fucking. A lot of these lazy dudes I've seen in my life have gotten. The lovely wife that just is that is devoted and and kids and stuff like that, and I see who they really are every day of my life, and I'm just like, God bless you, so happy, they don't what people don't appreciate, yeah. So, but as far as penis, no, that ain't my thing. I don't know. Nope. Okay. Oh, sorry, Mom. Mom and I always talk freely about stuff. What else were we talking about earlier today that was kind of cool? My $4,000 smile, because I had to pay it all out of pocket, because single freaking brown girls, there's not a lot of freaking benefits for us. We get to pay a lot of taxes too. It's weird. But hey, it's not. It's the whole Earth is going through a reset, because, dude, all the astrology is talking about right now is just like how it was back in the freaking American Revolution. It's the freaking. I've been talking about it for 3 years. And all these other astrologers. See, I'm not an astrologer. I collect all the data, so I do more than that. I don't just like. You have an astrology that is, looking at their charts, and then they're interpreting the charts of the people that they read. I'm like doing that with all these different readers and stuff. Like, and I just hang out with Mom, and I put talks on in my ear. I'm listening to Edgar Cayce. Alan Watts. My whole life I've been inputting data. And I've collected it all, and I have a really cool way to, I'm all about OPSEC and security and things like that. So I want to just help, I want to help people find peace within themselves. OPSEC, that's the greatest. OPSEC is God. It's because once you find peace within yourself, I feel like I'm channeling Matthew McConaughey right now with the lighting. Anyway. Stupid. I just totally derailed my own train of thought. Oh, when people find their God and source inside themselves, then they don't want to hurt people. And they're just, they're just okay. And when people are just okay, they're okay within themselves. See, we got away from self-governance. People got too big on instant gratification and all this pill-popping crap and sex stuff and just people got away from just, playground rules. You know what it was like, when you had your first crush and it was all innocent and sweet. You just wanted, pass notes and stuff like that. People need to shift their gears down about freaking 12 notches and start coming from that heart space. And then you'll see how quick the world changes. See, the people have free will and they ain't getting it yet. I think more and more people are, because more people are struggling with all the economic catastrophe that's happening with just all us poor people. But hey, the faithful are getting by. They're getting through. They're being taken care of. We're surviving. And just let us be a lesson to you that you don't need as much as you think you might need to be comfy and cozy, Yeah. Yeah. So, and, I think more and more people are finding, and people are not voting. I mean, the statistics of, like, harmful deeds that are happening, homicides, drug use, alcohol use, it's all going up. So people aren't exactly loving the one they're with. You know what I mean? If you get my, they're not really living there. It's like more people got in bad relationships because of chasing sensations and stuff like that, and all these things are coming to a breaking point too. Because people don't know how to talk to each other because they just talk crap to each other all the time because they're used to saying whatever they want online. But you can't talk. There's ways that it's just not good to be harmful to other people. It's just bad. It's a bad idea all the way around. Huh? It comes back to you, and I'm just trying to I'm not trying to cure nothing. I'm trying to just keep Yep. Turn the other cheek, because that's how the meek are going to inherit the earth, because this